Bad captcha.
Irrelevant towards the stream. But hello, welcome back. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to Novakast, episode 531. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome to Study Buddies, not numbered, Spirited Away edition. A movie I have never seen. But that is what our title is.
You need to watch it.
I know. I showed them a bunch of Studio Ghibli-themed slimes last night. I have never seen a Studio Ghibli film. Even my brother and, my colleague who is not an anime person or anything like that at all, he's seen Studio Ghibli films. I have not. And I am lacking. But I do kind of want to buy a slime that is related to that collection. The Kiki's Night Service one, the one that has snow fizz and perlite. It makes crunchy sounds. It sounds
actually,
awesome.
Thinking about it, I think one...
Eh?
Oh, go ahead, Aiden, sorry.
Sorry, there are 4 Ghibli films I would highly recommend you watch if you ever get the chance, MJ. One of which is the one you mentioned, Kiki's Delivery Service. That movie is really, really lighthearted fun.
What about Whisper of the Heart?
Never seen it.
It's a good movie.
Is Howl's Moving Castle a movie?
Yes.
Yes.
That was another one I was going to bring up. Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke.
Nazca of the Valley of the Wind, my personal favorite.
That's a good one.
What is Ponyo?
So I don't know. I might end up making MJ squeamish given some of the things that she deals with.
Rob?
You know what? I just to explain that.
There was
just oh, sorry. Just imagine it's the Little Mermaid's version, or the Studio Ghibli's version of the Little Mermaid.
No, that's Ponyo. That's Ponyo.
That's what I asked.
No, that's what I'm saying. Ponyo.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said,
that's what
I
she
thought
asked.
you were still talking. I thought you were still talking Nazca.
No, I asked Rob
No.
what Ponyo was.
Oh, okay.
He laughed
yeah.
as it was oh, how innocent you are sounding right now when you asked that. That's how it felt like it came across. But yeah, I got some catching up to do, I guess. But the slimes are cool. They brought back Ghibli's Tears too,
Also,
but I'm steering away from a water slime. Anyway, also what you were saying?
By the way,
Or-
one last thing I'm going to say is that Whisper of the Heart is the one movie that actually introduced me to Country Road.
Country...
The song?
I am dead.
by John Denver?
I'm dead freaking serious. Yeah.
Oh. Take Me Home Country Road. Okay.
Yeah, I am dead serious. That's a song that's played in that movie.
Oh.
Okay. Hey.
Okay. That's neat. All right.
And now I've got the main theme of Spirited Away in my head.
That's great. I won't, because I have no idea what that is. Anyway, all three of us, or last time, there's actually been an update. So, at the end of the last stream, we ended off by saying that only Rob and I were going to be facing punishment tonight for 15
With
minutes.
me, potentially.
With Aden potentially, provided whether or not Rob corrected him. And I thought he did. I made the post in our group DM saying that he did, but then I rewatched it and Rob did not correct us. But Aden still got quirked through other ways because of Discord notification and something else. I think, brain fart.
No, I don't
No?
have brain fart.
Wait, hold on.
I didn't
hold
have
on.
brain fart. It was somebody
No.
had completely flubbed their line.
Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody completely flubbed their line. So all three of us are facing punishment of not being able to speak. We have to speak without moving our tongue for 15 minutes. But it does not count towards voicing our characters. And we can't just cheat by not talking to each other. That's the downside of that. Because I know some people will try to get away by not talking. Let's not do that. All right, we gotta get moving though, so we don't hit that 10-minute mark, shall we? Let's go and spin this wheel, see what happens for potentially next time. Okay, you guys in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool, let's go.
If anything, if I end up like, if y'all end up losing me, I'll hopefully be back before long. Got a storm coming through.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that was anticlimactic. Does that mean we don't play cards tonight?
You know what? Might as well.
No cards tonight. That's cool.
Save the cards. Save the cards for next time.
Cool. No bingo for us, or no quirks for us.
Just out of curiosity.
What would have been? What would have
spin in
been?
the event that we? Yeah, if we didn't get the save for now.
Double trouble. Wait, no, no.
No,
that doesn't count because we were already doing that punishment, so that had to be removed. Shuffle time.
You were right. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
You're welcome. I'll take credit for us being safe, I guess. All right. Now we're into part 2 of the trial. Gameplay is now up. And timer. Siri. Set a 15-minute timer.
15 minutes,
Looks
counting
like
down.
we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our Guess the Victim quiz.
What?
A victim quiz? Not a culprit quiz?
The only victims are the people who are still watching their drawn-out, boring crap. Or watching this drawn-out, boring crap.
Well, here.
Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It is okay. I am sure everyone is happy.
How do you know? They could be skipping this entire conversation for all you know.
What's this one?
I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim here. Me!
Okay. Hey, huh? Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
I have no words.
That's the right answer, Monodam.
Why? He hasn't said anything.
Exactly. 'Cause there are no victims. Yep. Even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. 'Cause then everyone mourns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Oh, Daddy, you don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
Sorry, I'm replying to something.
You can't quite clear.
Oh, right. I'm so glad that we aren't getting punished for that. We aren't having to do cards.
This is this.
Did I make you more popular? Then we get a nice thing too.
What's that?
Oh, it pushed my head.
Oh,
Like, literally hooked my head.
Shut it.
Ooh, this is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Okay. I'm fine with real ghosts, but impressions of them are too scary.
Logic does not compute.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, is the despair disease being spread amongst them? You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep, tasty sweet buns. So round, so sweet, so delicious. What is this, some kind of advertisement?
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Huh? Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
All right.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes.
Killing. Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat? A firework got off in my yard.
Wait. Must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit. You go ahead, keep
And
being
she needs
naive.
to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Are you even listening?
No, I'm not listening.
What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired. And she died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive?
Hey.
And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko?
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just go ahead.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
I fucking hate you.
Stop, here I nugget.
I was waiting for that.
Okay. That's not the problem.
I guess Himiko was a magic nugget.
Are we the peanut gallery? Gallery.
How much of the time?
Damn it! Don't tell me you've given up.
Thick
I was saying, is Himiko the magic nugget?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's fine. It's fine. Angie is a dead nugget.
Oh, oh.
Himiko, don't give up.
Yeah. Nerd.
Other way to talk again.
Oh, that's too damn bad now, isn't it?
Shit. Don't you understand? I fucking don't. My life is running on the outcome of this trial.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here,
You needn't worry. Himiko is the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
impossible. Himiko would never kill Tenko.
I don't know.
Where else you?
Himiko not that kind of person. Gonta can tell by Himiko's face.
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime. I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow. Hi,
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
Hey, cat. Cat here. I hate you.
You know, now that I think
That
about
does
it,
seem like a rather a
Hey.
pointless quest.
now that I think about it, Himiko's not the magic nugget. She's the nugget. She's the nugget maze.
Yeah.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko.
Himiko, I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up. For the sake of everyone who died. Okay.
Not debate.
That.
It's kind of hard to do that. You know.
What if,
Was Trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Right.
oh, Annie.
Alright. Well, Kokiki was investigated in their neighboring room where the seance was held. It has slept through one of the floorboards. That one room also has part of the cross piece. Okay, I know what it is. Although that's
What
I
one?
love this punishment. This punishment is great.
Almost done.
if the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, then they might have made the same trap in other rooms. There must be some evidence that supports that idea. Other.
You got
Okay.
her.
Blake!
It's just like Gonta said. Each room was the same. They were all trapped.
What? Is that true?
Kokichi will tell you. You fuck asshole!
I was way too careless. Wait, what are you talking about?
You gotta get along.
I guess there was no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
Yay.
Oh my god. Now initially did you call Himiko a magic nugget?
He
Yes.
did.
Okay. Yes. That's what she is.
Then I said,
A
no,
magic
wait,
nugget.
no, she's
A
not
nugget
a magic.
mage.
She's not the magic nugget. She's the nugget mage.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. While you were in the room next to the crime scene, you found a loose floorboard, right?
And now I'm picturing her summoning Kokichi with a wand.
Mhm.
Doing like the Disney Channel
Well-
motion. do, 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 do.
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
What? Hold on. There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all of the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Oh shit. I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Okay. Even though I don't fully know yet, I mean, my mind is it's Kyo that did it. I'm just gonna play it off that he's the killer, and like we're just slowly freaking revealing his trap.
Go for it.
I see. So, I see. So, we were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory. We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead. This trial, it's not just for our lives, it's for everyone who's died as well. That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tanko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
All right. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside.
That wasn't me.
I know.
I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Oh wait, actually no, that was me. Shit.
Oh.
It was Otto.
Shame.
That's too funny.
I don't know how it happened. I don't remember pressing it.
It was magic.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blacken is still among us.
Jeez, there you go, killing the mood like usual. Damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what that's what I'd expect from my soul, bro. What?
Your
What?
soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blacken this time has some sort of superpower?
What are you talking about?
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Ah, that is a good point, you little shit.
It must have been barrier magic.
Well, that's one possibility, but I think it might have been something else.
It's barrier magic.
No.
Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for the murder? I know why. That's it. That must be the reason.
Oh, really?
I think I know what. Okay. Magic circle that was drawn with salt was drawn on the floor. After Tango's the magic circle was trampled on. Okay, it's that one.
Huh? That makes no sense.
It's because the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
That makes no sense.
What?
How is it the magic circle? And how did you figure it out?
Well, think about it. I mean, initially we were told not to step on the circle, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as the lights turned back on, it was completely trampled over.
Yeah. But, like, I thought the question was involving in any of the rooms. How could nobody have stepped through?
No, I think it was just the one in general. Like, why did they not step on the floorboard while that was everything was going on?
It still doesn't necessarily make sense to the fullest extent, but it does make some sense. So thank you for that.
This is where MJ got distracted by slime.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch. So be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse.
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
That's even more confusing
Wait.
because where the floorboard was exactly where Kokichi had stepped when placing the cage and the statue.
Yeah.
So, the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
That's right. If that's the case, then the culprit is... There's no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
Okay, end screen is up. That's what you meant by call it, right?
That was... Nope.
Oh.
Gio, or was it you?
Let's say it was. That doesn't necessarily mean he's the one who killed Angie, who we actually need to figure out.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Huh? Kyo?
Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage need to be defined. And those variables were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder. Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Well, Kyo?
Answer already. Did you do it?
What is so funny?
I was just thinking.
That's
So
increasing.
this is how each Blacken must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
What? An intriguing experience. What?
But what if I am the culprit as you claim? Then I stomped on the floorboard, yes? So, do tell. How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
I see. That is problem.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
How can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I will explain that in due time. But please answer my question first.
The culprit stepped on that exact floorboard, even in the darkness. But how? How did they move around in total darkness? In the room that dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Even after I put out the candle, I could move along the wall with my hand. Wait a minute, maybe.
Did you figure it out?
That's it. The culprit didn't even have to see it all. They used
Their hands.
masseuse
6 cents.
touch.
6 cents.
Oh,
How
that
do you
would have been
figure
funny.
touch?
I'm sure. I'm gonna guess they had to feel around for it. The culprit used touch. They didn't see. They felt.
Huh. That way they could get around in the dark. Like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gunta doesn't think it was near wall.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move then, right? Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer is that. To that is, there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene. I know it. Well, the only thing I can think of.
Yes. What is it?
I'm gonna keep in suspense.
Nah, we need to be able to have some talking points. Come on, man.
Magic.
Carpet. Carpet. That's not how you spell carpet. This is Aladdin now.
Good lord. I need an L.
You need an E and a T, and then just some other letters, because you messed up how to spell carpet.
The only thing that was in the room.
Yeah, but how could he have felt that? Without messing it up.
Maybe he took off his shoes?
There's still a chance of him having messed it up if he felt the chalk. I mean, the salt.
Maybe he
We'll
used
find out in a
pepper.
second, because that's the only thing I can think of.
Let's keep going.
That's it. The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark. I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and you drew the magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us were at the corner of the room, yes. The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
So which is it? Is there any way to check? Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see. Another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed it would be temporary. The investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever. Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it now.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
No way to check it. Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Hey, may I have your attention, please?
Bright! That's way too bright.
Ah!
You used the wrong line.
No, I was
Doesn't matter
wasn't
anyway.
trying to voice Kaito.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to voice Kaito. I was continuing to act like if Keiichi was messing with Kibo.
Plus, it doesn't matter.
Ah! I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
Where are my earplugs?
About what?
I had Mio add another function to my body in addition to the
Did you just
flashlight.
call me a water additive? What the? No way. Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that
Oh? What did you install it for?
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright. So, what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Huh? Image recording?
You know what? I was gonna ask what was she gonna use that for, but now that now that I'm thinking about it,
I have no idea.
I don't want to know.
I have
I
no
did
idea.
ask.
Nobody wants to know.
I get
asked.
reduced at water additives, so it is what it is, whatever.
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory. I will give it a try. Hey, hey, Kibo, why is there paper coming out of your ass? Thank you, Rooster Teeth. Oh, damn. Never mind.
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible. Go on, take the picture and see for yourself. Okay, got it. I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth.
That's wet.
So, this is the magic circle used for the seance. Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything? Notice anything? There is a way.
How?
I'm gonna say right. Look, for each corner.
Huh.
Just out of curiosity. This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you, I never would have seen Kyo's lie. My lie? You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Hey, where's my thanks? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yeah, but for what reason?
Yeah. What was it you were saying about its purpose?
To be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
Bullshit.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds. You're what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
You know, I kind
I
of
feel dirty.
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
She's lying.
See? You're all grossed out. This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan.
The things I have seen.
That's what my, one of my professors for holistic practices in social work, he would ask us to, like, take a look at our fecal matter and analyze it.
Huh.
Yeah. It was an interesting class. I grew garlic in that class that semester.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares. Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give it up and admit it already.
So, Kyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Oh boy.
No. Damn it.
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your ability, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Okay.
Time for a rebuttal showdown. Womp womp.
Yeah, to those watching, only Rob can hear the audio right now of the characters. On our end, all we can hear is just the music.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like trying to focus on the.
But we let Rob...
And he's trying to focus on being
Yeah,
able to
we let
cut
Rob keep the
people.
voices on his end so he can actually pay attention and focus.
That's bullshit. I already know what it is.
Oh, really?
It's the white sheet. Yeah. He said he just said I had no opportunity. But he's the one that put the white sheet on.
I don't see the correlation then.
Let it go.
Okay.
I'm sure that Kyo is the culprit. He was in charge of the white cloth. I'm sure there was another way to get the sickle. The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo. That was done by covering the cage with the white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth. And retrieve it afterward when you remove the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful. That's exactly correct.
What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Something tells me this dude's getting off on this.
Yeah?
Gross.
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me, Himiko. You must hate me so much. Maybe you feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen. Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
For some reason, I was expecting another word with how it's said and how the way you said it and she said it. I was expecting something else.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll say it after the stream.
Okay.
You still don't understand. I killed Tenko, that is truth. Or that is the truth, but it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
Oh, you mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Oh, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are 2 blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first serve. You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie. For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue. Because the blackened is the culprit who killed Angie.
A trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
I might call it as it is. This is just my thoughts right now. Yeah, no, he was the one that killed both of them. Considering the rule, he was going to try to confuse people. He killed Angie first, and then killed Tenko. In the event that, you know, people will consider another candidate for the blackened.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
So you understand how she feels? I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of course I understand. I work really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough. It's voting time. I'm gonna vote for him.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kiho culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying. You killed Tenko and Angie.
Now hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Yeah, Rob.
Wait, what? What,
I'm
Aden?
being facetious. I'm being a smart ass.
Shuichi said jumping to conclusions is dangerous, and he goes, yeah, Rob.
Oh.
This is getting too exciting. I've got to step away from all this excitement. No, but I do have to step away.
Wow, stepping away while your Supreme Nugget is talking? Okay, I see how it is. We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Oh, she actually stepped away. I thought she was doing
That's
a
funny.
bit.
That's funny. She went to go get a snack.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo's obviously the culprit. Yeah, there's sort of no other way to look at it.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive to a logical decision.
Well, this argument is getting intense. At times like this, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very more phenomenal trial grounds.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this.
Why were you waiting for it?
Kyo confessed to killing Tenko, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Kyo for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone.
Split opinion.
Theo killed Tenko and Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
You couldn't get in Angie's research lab. Oh,
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did.
Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use a new rule to protect himself all along.
Not possible. That rule was added before the murders.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can we solve the mystery of this?
not yet. There's still another mystery to be had.
Crouch spy. Set.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder. Yes. The outlining piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. What would it be? Dry blood. And Tango. Far from where. Oh, actually,
Huh?
the bloodstain found under the floor. Maki and I found during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tango's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tanko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
Bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because obviously it happened before the seance. I would have to guess. It was there before Tanko was killed. I'm gonna say before the seance. The bloodstain wasn't Tanko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was. Obviously, I'm gonna say Angie.
No, it's totally Kyo's.
That bloodstain wasn't Tanko's. It was Angie's.
Huh? Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
Yeah. Wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Can you look at your evidence?
What are we looking at?
I want to look at Angie's Monokuma file.
Like, okay. Monokuma file. Well,
Scroll down.
Was discovered. Time of death was 2 a.m.
Stabbed to the torso. Okay. Additional, she has lacerations on her forehead. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone, and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot. And I could be lying right now, too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
You little shit.
You mean Nugget?
Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. So Kokichi's statement... Is Kokichi's statement true? Or...
Does this mean I'm getting the Kokichi Dakimakuro now?
It wouldn't be much of a joke gift at that point.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
She wanted
Wait a
a
minute.
candle to keep herself awake at night.
What's up?
Why is the...
Oh.
Okay, I want to look this up. Why is... Alright. Prayer of the effigies. She didn't have anything to burn. The Necronomicon. Or did she need a candle? Just a candle. That's what I'm thinking right now.
Candle.
There was a mention of a candle.
Miyu just mentioned
But
a
I
candle.
think... Yeah. I think if the only reason she probably would want the candle is to burn it.
Yeah. That would be my guess. That would be my guess.
She would drip out wax onto her body.
Only
that
you
sounds
would
like
do.
something only you would do, Miyu.
What did Kokichi see? There were only candles in there. Why would she have needed the candle? I'm gonna go with Necronomicon. And come on. Dang it.
What? Consent.
I didn't get the thing. That's it. And she went to the room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood under floor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. Hmm?
That felt so wrong. That was so bad. I'm sorry.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie. This must be Atua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
Magic.
I had nothing to do with
Magic.
this. Atua just
Or
said
maybe
he had nothing
power
to
of
do with
magic.
this.
Who?
Yeah, you're right. There's no way a god that doesn't exist had anything to do with it.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in an empty room and then moved to the lab. Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Oh shit.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab. That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. Oh, wait.
Hee hee.
That's right. The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from the katana. But she also showed sign of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So, that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off. May you do not respond to that.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear is what? What is all clear? What are you? All clear? What are you? You what? What are you?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Sweet Karekio, calm yourself.
What? What?
Go with it.
Explain?
No, go with it.
Yeah, just go with it.
And their words are all hollow, and there is no meaning to any of them.
Oh god, he has split personality, doesn't he?
Keep going with it.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? Give me the goddamn willies.
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog. Nothing is clear at all.
Oh. Didn't realize it was going to be another of these.
It's no delusion. Angie's two external wounds tell the story. After he was struck in the empty room, she was carried in the art research lab and then killed. The culprit carried Angie in such a way that wouldn't leave any blood behind. And proof of that was found in her lab. Hold on. Was it?
Really?
Oh! Bloody.
Oh.
And I think that was one of her things.
Yeah.
Bloody piece of duct tape stuck to her hair. The blood on it had already dried. The blood that was flowing from the back of her neck here created a pool. Need to comfort Kyo with that evidence. I can't be thrown off by his pleas.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Counter.
There was evidence at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body. What? It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice that at all. Oh, my nose.
You alright?
Yeah, just been dealing with sinuses. Oh, it's part of the reason some of my voices have been a little off. My throat's clogged.
Okay.
Welcome back.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't even notice and failed to dispose of it.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been a tuba who did that for us.
I'm not involved in this.
Yes,
What?
you are.
Tua? How
What,
long are you going to keep
Himiko
that
can
up?
hear him? Why?
I'm joking.
Himiko can die now, please. Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
It's totally
I'm
not because
convinced.
he's the nugget man.
There's only
It's-
one. There's only one person who could have killed Angie.
Himiko.
No, she can't really hear him.
It's you,
Enemy
Kyo.
Number one.
You killed Angie.
true?
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why? Why did you kill them?
Thank you for the
In
follow,
terms of
Chuck.
your logic,
On Twitch. Thank you
only
so much.
one victim was necessary to win.
Or
Why?
Chew.
Why you kill them both?
Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
Oh,
What?
oh,
What?
I think I figured it out.
Am I gonna yell at you?
I think I've. No,
Okay. Well, let's find out.
I think I know what happened. The murder, that was an accident. Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tinka wasn't accident?
I mean, between the two, I mean, at this point, Tenko seems. I mean, whether it would have been Himiko or Tenko, the one in the seance room seems more deliberate.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with the seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then he should have just stopped there. Once he killed Angie, there was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
He only needed to kill one for the game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Where are they? Why is it?
Calm yourself, Korekio.
Yes.
You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
So either multiple personality or he's possessed.
Yes. It almost seems like he's talking with someone. Someone? He's just talking to himself. Why the hell is he wearing lipstick? Ooh, that came out weird. That was almost barking.
I mean, it's kind of par for the course.
My
At
voice
least it's not
didn't-
blue lipstick.
Hey. What's wrong with blue lipstick?
I'm making a movie reference
Okay.
for Dungeons and Dragons. You got the one bald, like, paladin guy wearing black and red, and he's bald. He has like bright blue lipstick.
Yeah.
I'm sure he looks fabulous.
I always got the feeling it was meant to make his lips look like they were pale or colorless, but it just looked so silly.
I mean, then they would have just made his lips pale, but why blue?
Maybe he was cold.
Yeah.
Or hyperthermic.
No.
Why aren't you a little more considerate?
I mean, I think
Maybe he can't help that he has
Whatever.
blue lips. Awkward.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter. I will never acknowledge your allegations, not a single one of them. For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge fact, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery. I will acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Well said. Good job, Karekio.
Yes, thanks.
Ugh, it creeps me the fuck out. Ugh.
no evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie. You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? Do you realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on. Apologize.
Apologize, apologize, apologize.
Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
He's possessed by Pazuzu.
Oh, God damn it, we're bringing that back.
Yes, we're bringing that back.
Pazuzu not so smart.
My co-host
Dude,
not
it
so
has been
smart.
a while since we. It's been a while since we used that one.
Yeah. That was what? The second playthrough of Little Hope?
Yeah, I think.
It was.
I have no idea what's happening with Kyo, but I know that what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Oh, great.
Argument armament start.
B. I know the timing's off, so it's not gonna help him. Because he's like a half a second ahead of us.
Yeah. Or possibly mess him up more is doing the chicken dance song.
Hit all those bees. Bee 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 bee. Bee 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 bee.
A, X,
Y. Select.
RT. Wait, wouldn't that be back?
All three. Beep 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 beep. How annoying is this? I can do this forever. Just kidding, I won't.
Why is he wearing? I just realized he's wearing a freaking Onmyoji outfit. Final blow.
Reboard, floor moved.
What the
Oh!
Okay,
Why?
that was an image.
You hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I would use that as a thumbnail, but I'd probably get yelled at again.
Right.
Or told
Who?
that is sus. Last time I used a thumbnail that had like Mew in her lingerie, someone had left a comment saying, "Bro, that is sus." Even though it was me, I was the one that put the thumbnail up and chose the thumbnail. So it
Yeah,
should be sis
Let
that
them,
is sus.
Let them.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dry blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
The blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board.
Struck Angie.
And that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must have not have been in place at the time of the attack. Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it. Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used. Ow.
If the weapon was used to hit Angie as the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw. So the same person killed Tanko and Angie. I believe while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold cocked her with the floorboard. Thumbnail? All you can do
Alright.
now is accept
Damn.
it. You even confessed to Tanko's murder already.
So it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Shuichi, please. Put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time. Kyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Closing argument start.
It's gotta be that one, right? What? Oh, okay.
For some reason, these always
Those
bore
hints didn't
me.
really match up, but
I hate
those
doing
hints
closing.
didn't really match up, in my opinion.
I never like doing closing arguments.
That's fair.
I don't mind watching the end product of it. I just don't like doing it because I'm lazy.
What was compressing the injury? What weapon killed Angie? Not the rock.
You had it, right?
No, apparently not.
The sword?
No, remove floorboard. That's the one I picked.
I know.
Oh wait, no.
Pick the sword.
Why did
Yeah.
I pick the floorboard?
Yeah.
That was weird.
These clue names just don't match up with the clues. Removed the gold leaf katana instead of just
Who's-
saying the gold leaf katana.
Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana?
You don't have it yet.
Yeah. The handle in the... Oh, I do have that one, I think. Hit the sliding lock. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? I don't think I have that one.
Nope.
Huh.
It helps if you move your cursor
Yeah.
and not look at whatever.
What object?
Screen.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, I heard that. Okay. What weapon did the culprit set up? Woo! I don't have that one yet. Who besides Kokichi was responsible for extinguishing the candles? How was the culprit able to move around in the dark? A path made with salt. That has to be it, yeah. When the culprit approached the cage. How did the magic circle get erased? Footsteps contaminating the scene. Okay.
So, what do you think the... can you pause?
Why?
No. Oh, wait.
No.
No.
can't.
Because I've got a question.
I don't think so.
What,
'cause
the
he's
timer's
timed.
still going?
Is the timer still going? 2:20, 2:19.
What's the question?
I was wondering whether or not you had any guesses as to what Kyo's motive would be.
Oh.
I'm assuming because he's possessed. Or he has multiple personality. I don't know. No, I don't know. He's crazy. He's a freaking lunatic. But we'll find out in a little bit.
I'm happy.
Is it really stupid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You won't figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, when the culprit approached the cage, they stomped hard on the floorboard. Okay, we didn't have this one. Who besides Kokichi was responsible for extinguishing...
My lights just dimmed a little bit for a second.
What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage?
Hey, Texas, chill out. We're playing a video game.
Let's see. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? That's obvious.
Little nugget.
I don't know if I like that.
Whose effigy was stabbed?
It's your rap name. Shut up.
Kaede's. Which leaves...
Rap.
What, would you rather be MC Nugget?
Danganronpa.
Think you might have some trademark issues with that one.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright.
From a very reputable chain. Headed by a clown.
So, I wasn't paying attention earlier because I was looking at the radar. Did that earlier actually, in fact, pause the game, or did the timer keep going?
Don't know. He didn't unpause for it to find out, for me to pay attention to find out. I don't think it went down much. If it did. Nah, just let him figure out this. Let him find out this motive organically.
Yeah.
I'd be
I
mad.
just figured I'd ask.
I'd be mad if he
I would
got
have
it
been mad
right.
if you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
I would have called shenanigans.
Agreed.
And that's a secret between you and I. Don't tell anyone.
Oh. It'll go to my grave.
Kit Kat.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
All right. Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder.
I'm not
They
trying
had
to.
planned.
I'm trying to look forward to the past.
To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all three empty rooms. This would divert suspicion from the culprit and to whoever picked a room. To cut the cross pieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse. They were planning to cut the cross pieces in all 3 rooms.
Zzz. Or I'm sorry.
Just for skipping. However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, an unexpected happened. Or the unexpected happened.
Clack.
Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual, and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick. Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosed, and struck the unsuspected Angie in the head.
Crack.
Wait, they fired the floorboard like an arrow?
Trip.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise.
Act 2.
They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then, they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to her research lab.
Trip. Shh.
While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Fluter. Thump.
But because they were in a hurry,
Flutter.
they made a crucial oversight.
Thump.
They did not notice that the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick.
Slam.
Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab,
Click.
locked the front door from inside,
Slash.
and took out the katana they brought from their own lab.
Thud.
He then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her.
Hurt. Clutter.
Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
Hurt.
There were 2 reasons for this: to overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere, and the other was the key to unlocking the room.
Stab.
The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance. And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
Slam.
After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door.
Wood.
Whip.
Whip.
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
Click.
The handle on the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times. Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind. Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Act 3. Tick, tick.
Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body.
Bang.
But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder. To do that, they manipulated us into performing a seance.
Act 4.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tanko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed. To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tanko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tanko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
Clunk.
Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tanko in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but it was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They need to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tanko.
No. Whoosh.
While they were covering the cage with the cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
Thud. Thud.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage.
Thud.
The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place.
Act 5.
After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in the corner and sang the caged child song. When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tanko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. When the culprit reached the center of the circle,
I got how he did it without disturbing the salt. Still stupid.
Dash. Oh, they used dash salt? That's
they found
weird.
the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off
Mrs. Dash.
the night before.
Considering the fact that it still would have disturbed the salt some. It's still ridiculous that that was how he got to the center.
Stomp.
Yeah. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard.
Creak.
The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it. After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner. Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance.
Bam.
And discovered Tenko's body.
Dash.
While we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room. Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture. He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
I don't want to use that
But
as a
now we
thumbnail.
know for certain.
Can I use that as a thumbnail?
Huh?
Ooh.
Come on, mouse. Thank you.
But now we know for certain. And we know the culprit drew the magic circle.
Or that.
Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Got it. Thank you. You give anthropology a bad name. You fuck.
That's where my detective word leads us. It all fits.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat.
Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately, yes. Yes, it's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Get ready for the dumbest,
My one regret,
dumbest
my
motive
only
ever.
regret, was not being able.
Wait, what?
Was not being able to make 100 friends.
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I was so close to 100.
What are you talking about? I do not understand the word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this cookie bastard and be done with this already.
Roger that. One voting time coming up.
And the dumbest execution coming up ever.
The heart racing excitement as
Hmm.
The heart racing excitement.
As the black and the spotless finally face off.
It's
Voting
It's
time!
voting time.
Poor Monodam.
Yeah. Make your
I think
decision.
it goes without saying.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the results. Who will be Jokers and as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
And the verdict is unanimous. It's Correctio Shinguji.
Okay.
All rise. Three B's, 5A's. That equates a B.
Nice job.
Yeah. Makes for a fair amount of monocoin.
Wow! Seriously? You're correct again? Amazing! This is the third correct verdict in a row!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round.
How's this gonna last that long?
Yeah, we'll find a way.
For now, it's over.
No, not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Theo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tinko?
Yeah. He no need to kill them both. No matter what motive he have.
Motive?
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Even if it did, though, how did that trigger a murder? Sniff check.
Don't tell me. Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up! I never said I was scared.
The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it?
Because we're friends, I will tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
So it had nothing to do with the motive?
Then why?
For the one that I love. There is someone that I love from the bottom of my heart. Someone so dear. Someone I long for. I love her with all of my heart, and she loves me for all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate. None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love. What is happening? This voice is killing me.
Understandable.
No matter what anyone else says.
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you! Some of us aren't that lucky.
So, to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
That's why you killed Angie and Tinko? But why did you need to kill both?
If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no. Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside.
Inside?
Don't look at me! I'm not his lover!
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway.
What?
Keo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Yeah, Rob, who is it? Is it really one of us?
Go ahead, just take a random guess.
When I say inside, I
Okay.
do not mean inside.
You don't get to
this
skip out. No,
academy.
no.
It's himself.
No.
No.
I mean inside me.
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh, it gets dumber.
Yes.
That's why I was
the
saying, if
one
you got...
I love.
If
You
you
know what,
if you guessed this right first try, I would have been so mad at you. I would have been so pissed at you if you got that right the first try.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? I am so glad I decided to voice him like fucking Cell. It's perfect.
I mean, his voice is somewhat close to that anyway.
Yes. The one I love inside lives inside me, my dearest sister.
Sister?
Don't look at me. I'm not his sister.
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Icky weird.
Is it not that difficult? My sister is my lover.
Of course, we had to go
I
back to
loved
this
her
screen.
so deeply, and she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could
Please
stop
let me
the
screenshot
love we
this.
shared.
Please let me screenshot this with the caption on there. No physical
with the
connection.
cap-
God.
It says no physical connection in the corner.
Wait, with the caption you said?
With the caption right there on the top. It says no,
Oh.
with the asterisk, it says no physical connection.
Yeah. That's funny.
Got it.
I feel sick.
That's okay. Keep going. This gets dumber.
How I long for my sister's warmth. The only time I felt at peace was when I enveloped in my sister's warmth. That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to.
You had to escape from here, right?
Are you picking up what he's putting down?
No,
Nah, too late now.
I had to kill for her.
Is this like
Don't click ahead.
he
Say what you're
killed?
thinking.
I'm assuming
You're
she was
getting
getting jealous, wasn't she?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. What?
My sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends.
Oh, that the 100 friends.
She always seemed so lonely. Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends for my dear deceased sister.
Deceased?
My sister is now a ghost. So her friend should be ghost too, right? For sister's sake, I've killed many.
Not gonna finish that line?
I gotta. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same.
Line.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'll be right back.
For anyone watching, to be fair, I've seen and read worse. Still stupid. Still really, really stupid and unhinged.
I will say, though, up comes a funny part, though.
Okay.
I already told you about it.
Yes. I don't remember it. Are you talking about the execution? Because I thought you said that was really disappointing and stupid. Oh, right. Right. Oh.
I think my slime is deflated enough where I can put the rest of it back in the jar. We'll see. There's just a tiny bit left. Oh, shit. I can't even... Oh, no. Never mind. I can open the jar. I know how to open things. It's so cool seeing the air bubbles come at the top of this because it looks like little beads. Like bubble beads. One of these days, somebody will tell me, stop talking about slime, bitch. It's just getting old. Stop it. And I will say, yeah, I get that. Oh, I needed to add more to that? Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I'm out of words. I'm too busy playing with my goddamn slime.
Not sure if you heard what I said after you and Rob had stepped away.
If I had stepped away, then probably not.
Okay.
What did you say?
I had said I've seen and read things that are worse than this.
Oh, yeah. Yay, it fits back in the jar. And it's not gonna explode.
Now the question is, should I go ahead and say what they were?
Sure, go for it.
One is the irregular at Magic High School,
Okay.
and the other is, loath though I am to admit it, Kiss Sis. Don't look into it.
I don't want to. I don't get what these
Good.
words you say mean. Give me
You're better
context for
off
these
that way.
words.
You're better off.
Or why you brought up these
Huh?
words. Give me context as to why you brought these up.
There's incestual.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, this is borderline no game, no life, right?
Oh, right. I mean, No Game, No Life wasn't terrible, though.
No, it wasn't. This
It's just
execution
a
is.
little odd as to the reasoning why those two have feelings for each other.
I don't care. I don't want to know.
Oh, if you've seen the movie, you know.
Mm-mm. Have I seen the movie?
Oh, okay. I don't remember if you have or not.
I don't think I have. Tell me.
So the movie is set telling the little fox girl
Mm-hmm.
the story of how he became the god of Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes place in the far-flung past. It's also how the story of how Set even came to be in the first place. But in it, the main character was basically the person that reincarnated into the male lead of the series.
Mm-hmm. Shiro?
And his, huh?
Is it Shiro?
I think Shiro was his sister.
Oh, yeah. What's his name, then?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched or read it. But his sister in his past life, was possibly the person who reincarnated into the princess. She looks and sounds exactly the same. So I'm thinking she might be a reincarnation of his sister from back then. And the person that reincarnated into his sister Shiro is in that past life someone he fell for that was part of a race of robots.
I'm barely following.
But before the final moments of the thing, they get married and promise each other that they'll always be together.
Mm-hmm.
But Jabril makes an appearance near the end and tears her apart.
The robot?
Yeah.
Okay.
and almost ruins the plan to overthrow the gods that are wreaking havoc on the planet in order to determine who will be the one god to
Rule it all.
rule over the entire world.
Gotcha.
And it was a good movie, and I honestly think it was the most accurate telling of any of the moments from the light novels.
Okie dokie.
I think you'd like it. I think you'd like that movie. It was really good.
Netflix or Crunchyroll?
I think it is. Let me check.
I want to say Netflix.
I'm fairly certain that's where I watched it. Let me check Crunchyroll. Yeah, No Game No Life isn't even on Crunchyroll in any way, shape, or form.
Rob, you can come back now.
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, welcome back.
I was seeing my wife off for work and had to get myself something to drink.
Yep, let's keep going. Almost there to this
Okay.
wonderful execution.
All right.
Ugh. Oh, you have no idea. It's so dumb. Let's keep going.
They were all wonderful people. They were all wonderful people. Worthy of being sisters' friends.
What?
So she is Pazuzu. This is too impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister is very happy.
Yes, Karakyo. I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely. Could it be that the lipstick version of Kyo is... I am Karakyo's older sister. Thank you for looking after my little brother.
Freaking Alex Ashford.
Yeah.
What the hell?
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught. I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me. She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside. Now I can see whenever I'm...
That's wonderful, Karakyo. Your love made the impossible possible.
Cursor on screen.
Are you serious? Is this really spirit?
He's just delusional.
Oh, what a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love. Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
You said you killed a lot already, right? So it wasn't just the two you killed here?
What?
Seems like he was already crazy before he got here. You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Do not make me out to be some kind of bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends.
Only girls? I see. So when we were deciding on who should be the medium...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would only work best with a girl.
Oh my god. This isn't the first time he's pulled this trap.
Yep.
Oh, you sick bastard.
Yeah, he's done it
Serial
97 other times.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Angie, or Kenko was the 99th kill.
At least there's one funny moment out of this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah? What?
You'll find
we'll
out.
see.
You said it would work best with the girl.
I spent my time evaluating all girls here. Besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sister's friend.
Worthy?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
The second victim could have been me. Kenko died in place of me. And I'll do it.
Well, I can't think of
I can't
anyone but
think
me.
of anyone.
Ah, shit.
You let Angie spirit would go in.
No, I'll do it.
Himiko would have been great, but Tanko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made a perfect friend for sister. She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh? Infiltrate? Really?
How did you...
Isn't it? It was obvious to me. I have studied many people. Yes. She stood up against the darkness of this school all by herself. All for her beloved friend. I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko. Though, I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
What? You do all that for...
Wow. You did all that just to kill? For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course. But more than that, I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowered.
Oh, he does not look good.
He's fine.
Kaito, are you okay? You look kind of pale.
Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kyo right now.
Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping the place. But Angie walked in on me preparing, and I end up killing her a different way. So, I figured I may as well kill someone else, too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
You're talking like you killed her just because you could.
No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Korekio, you're such a thoughtful little brother. But it was bad to get greedy.
You're right. Because of that, now I can send 100 friends to sister.
Turns out it wasn't actually your sister.
Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Korekio's crime.
I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
That's right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister? That's wrong. That's so wrong.
Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death. Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on. Ghost.
That's right. Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Korekio's side.
Thank you, sister. I love you.
Cut it out already.
Monokuma, please kill him now.
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing makes sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Because death is unfair. All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it.
People were watching this?
Knock off the bullshit! Only a sick fox would enjoy watching this!
Hell yeah, If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
He would.
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
I'm not your friend. You fucking weirdo.
I think I shall go and see her now, my beloved sister. I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
It's all right, sweet Korekio. Come to me.
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
Punishment time?
My beloved sister, at long last I'll finally get to see you again.
Hello, Angel. Welcome to the stream. No one is here. You're right. You are, though.
Yes. From now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
Wait, I can't accept this.
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted. Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease? The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with death also determines how you live, yes.
What?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live after that faces death? After a life faces death? Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate anthropologist, Korekio Shinguji. I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over.
Oh, hell no! You die and stay dead!
It won't be just me and Korekio. All those who died will be watching.
Please, no.
We will personally haunt Kaito.
No!
I'll be watching to see how you face the death of your friend.
I'll be watching forever and ever. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment.
All right, Novakuma, you get front row seat. You don't get to let me lay on you. You get to watch this dumb...
Game over. Korekio has been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
What the frick? What?
Cultural
Melting pot? What the?
Let's see let's show you how those effigies felt.
What the? Oh God. What the?
Goodbye, Monodam.
Why? What is happening? Ha! Oh no.
What?
No! Monodam! Why?
What the? To think my cute child would commit suicide. Ah, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself. He couldn't get along.
Monodam committed suicide? Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him. Yes, the other Mono Cubs drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey, who's Monodam?
Huh? You already forgot? That's kinda scary.
Well, looks like another class trial has wrapped up without incident. So, I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon. Seems like a waste, though. You guys shouldn't. Sure you don't want to use it? Hoo-hoo. You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster.
Just shut up! How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
Ignore him. The whole resurrection trial is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic. I'm assuming you'll think of another murder that will happen if you do that, right? You'll think of another murder will happen if you do that, right?
Who can say?
What a waste! If none of you were gonna use it, you should have let me have it. And then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings.
Which one?
Well, I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually.
Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's been just the two of us this whole time.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long,
So
farewell.
farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Man, this is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead. The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what.
That's not something a coward like you should say.
Just shut up. Leave me alone.
But There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but... there isn't after all. Not in this academy.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? To face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone.
But your talent is entomology.
I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of these class trials.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh?
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent.
Huh?
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone.
Maki?
I see. I wonder how long that'll last. What if your true calling as a killer shows?
Don't underestimate her. Makiro's one of my sidekicks.
I don't remember being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki-roll?
Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. But I would have preferred it to happen sooner. Especially not after losing 7 people.
You're right. Only 9 people left now.
Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right. 7 pieces of shit have remained flushed away, or 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away, and only 9 remain. By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
Just 9 of us.
Humans are like weeds. Too numerous to count. 7 of us dead doesn't mean much in the end. That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right?
No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead. Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Kaito? You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. And there's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept. Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
The fuck?
If I do that, it won't be smashed into the ground. I will have Gonta throw it at your head.
Oh, we're gonna play catch? Okay, I'm game.
Actually, better yet, I'll ask Gonta to beat you to death with me.
You're late, you already agreed to play catch.
I have never heard of such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled for now. Even though we're missing her.
Touchdown! Smash. Oops.
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help? You can tell Gonta.
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her. I remember how I felt.
Oh. Gonta understand.
God, Nico is such a liar.
What?
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth. But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know.
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
Sorry.
I only said this because I thought about it. Himiko has been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back. Hey, what are you repressing? Why are you trying so hard to hold back?
What? Hold back?
Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So, if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Drain your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko.
Draco, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go the way you are. But I'm lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you.
Himiko.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as she was releasing all of the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her undoing, or by her doing so, we began crying.
Oh.
That's not the line.
Yeah, that sounds so fucking bad. I'm so
The
sorry.
tears were shed. I can't even describe it. We were
Aiden did.
crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love. Tears filled with emotion. But at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However,
Aww.
Is she hard to
okay,
carry,
take a
Gonta?
screenshot of that.
That's adorable.
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah. But she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking you.
Jesus.
There's no way he would do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaito had stopped in his tracks. Kaito, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Just go on ahead.
You sure?
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you shouldn't have said so earlier. I thought you were sick.
You worried about me?
Yeah, worried about your stupidity.
Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
Maybe, but... Or maybe not, but... I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito.
But like I said, I'm gonna go get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Yes. See you tomorrow.
After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. You know what? It just dawned on me. As par for the course with every single game, there's always been a traitor that was set up. That hasn't come up yet.
Yeah. I mean, let's not forget, last game, Monokuma did say it's so outdated at that point.
No.
And overdone. Or
Wait.
cliche, that's what he used, I believe.
Yeah. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaito. Oh, shit!
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying.
What has he
Still
got?
haven't gone into space yet.
Has he got cancer or something?
I
something.
honestly don't know.
Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
So he was actually sick.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
To be continued.
Mysterious mask. Next time.
Next chapter is probably my favorite chapter. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
30 safe slots.
We got past the dumbest execution in the series.
Now, this time we'll get to see one of the more disturbing ones.
Mm-hmm. The most
Oh,
disturbing
God.
one. In a lot of people's heads, too.
Oh, jeez.
I'll be turning away when it happens.
Same.
I don't want to see it again.
I don't want to see it again. I don't want to see it again. No.
But
No,
Rob
no,
will.
no,
Rob
no,
will
no.
need to see it. He's going to have to stare at it with both eyes. And face.
Oh, God. We'll see it next time, though.
Oh, we won't see it next time. We'll see it like a week from now.
Okay.
But we got the
Either
coolest
way.
part though. I think is the coolest level or the coolest chapter. You'll see. Anyway,
Okay.
all right. With that being said, since we don't have any cards or anything like that, we don't have anything to show, so we are safe. So we don't have a punishment for next stream. That's fun. Okay, end screen's up, my friends.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's all in the description down below. As well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast on the YouTube side of things. Is Rob, Aden, MJ signing off. Have a good one. Take care. We'll see you guys next video.
Peace out, my friends.
See you around.
Sorry, Angel, I saw that you said back in the chat. We're leaving. But thank you for visiting. All right. On the Twitch end of things, you can
Thank you.
find both Rob and Aiden's socials and channels on my channel in the About tab underneath the Friends panel. We go live every Saturday and Sunday evening around 10:30 p.m. Eastern. I usually post on X whenever we do go live, which is the same as the channel name. If you want to watch any of our previous VODs, they are on the Novakast YouTube channel. We do have a playlist. That being said, what kinds of hijinks will we get into next time? Who fucking knows? But in the meantime, class is dismissed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Goodbye.
And you will never hear from me again.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Not a Tua, though. Another God.
You're welcome.
Hey, me, you catch.